Yeah. What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we'll go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, man. I'm about to link out. What's going on, y'all? We got 15 minutes, 16 minutes till London session starts. It's Monday night. Got a few possible setups so you can jump in possibly. Gonna be waiting for the opening. You already know though. I see y'all hopping in. What's going on? Those just joining the stream, we are not into this yet. It's just a trade idea. We are not into this yet. Yeah, but we're looking at possible J buys. We're gonna be watching GA. Then we're watching GN as well. This just did a retest first, so we're gonna see if we're gonna retest this level again. Not like always, we look away for the retracement, the retest, or we're gonna wait for price to break our next level and look for entry there. We're gonna look for a repeat setup right here. This was on Friday. This is a nice one before risk reward setup. We're gonna see if we catch a repeat setup here. Did a nice retracement for us. We continue to hold this level. We're looking for a buy setup. Obviously not right here. We're waiting for price to retrace and retest this daily level. If it ends up not doing so, we're just going to see it break above this level here. And we're looking for a buy there. We're going to be looking at New Zealand buys. We're going to be looking at JPY buys. And then we're going to be looking at AUD buys as well, possibly. All right, because on Friday, it broke to the upside, broke above this daily level that was being treated as a resistance, and it basically repeated this resistance level that was the last high before it did this retracement and or possible reversal before it rejected, respected this level, pushed back to the upside. So if we can hold this low, especially if it breaks back above like 92.60, we're going to see if we can take these highs out and we're going to be going for a buy. Not really going to be going for a sell as price drops a little bit further and breaks a couple more levels. So we're going to be looking for buys on most of these pairs. And then, of course, the indices, we're still going to be looking for buys right now as well, especially because of how Friday ended. But yeah, we're chilling right now. We're mainly going to be paying attention to the currency pairs for right now. So we're going to put this back on GJ. GJ is pushing up nicely. Didn't take any trades last night like usual. I usually don't trade Sunday nights. It's very rare that I do. But there was a nice little quick move right here though. When did that happen? It's the 2 o'clock hour. It's 1 o'clock hour. It's 12 o'clock hour. It's 11. It's 30. Okay, yeah, so we got some possible setups right here. What's going on, y'all? I see y'all in here. I'm just marking up some charts and trade ideas right now. I'm glad y'all rising trade ideas are. What's going on, J Rod? I see you in here. What's going on, Ryan? I see you in here, Shane. What's going on, brother Fresh Air? Yeah, so we're looking at possible JPY buys. We're looking at New Zealand buys. We're going to be looking at indice buys. Not anytime soon right now. It's got a little bit of work to do. Actually, let's look at SPX before we say that. And that's got a little bit of work to do. Let's check SPX. Yeah, SPX got some work to do as well. All right. DJ pushed up a little too much for us. Yeah, so we're looking at a nice buy setup here as well. I just started to move a little bit early. Took out these highs here, so we're going to wait for retracement, but the way it's looking, it might not retrace, especially if we can hold above this level here. So we might have to just wait to see how price reacts at 182.75, and then possibly wait for retracement for hitting that level or a buy setup there. Because it's a little too high for an entry right here. We wasn't looking for a buy setup though. Got about 11 and a half minutes till London starts. Got about a minute and a half to the next 5 minutes. We're not entering anything until London opening though. Especially just the way the pairs are right now, a little bit too far for entries. So the real pairs are looking right. And see a possible buy setup here also. This one's just not as clear of an uptrend as the GBP New Zealand pair is. That's the only thing. Prices we tracing too. So we on the daily, we are overall bullish, but as you can clearly tell here, especially after this push bringing us back up to the upside, it's been very choppy. Slowly but surely, we have been still climbing up. But as you can see, it's definitely been struggling when it has been making new highs. Each time it's hitting new high, it's rejected. But also, if we look at this level right here, we can't really even say it's been making new highs because each time it's hit this level, it's just rejected back down. So it's kind of been stuck at this resistance level right here at around 900, 2.0900. So that's definitely interesting. So as far as other pairs look, JPY pairs and AUV pairs are a lot cleaner looking, and of course the indices. So if price pushes back up, we might go for a buy. But like always, we go through all the pairs that we usually trade just so we can see what the pairs are up to, and that way we can kind of figure out which pairs we want to pay attention to. Because again, we don't want to jump into every pair. We want to look for the pairs that have the cleanest looking setups that look like they'll give us the highest probability of going our way. All right, because again, we don't control the markets. That's why it's very important to patiently wait for our setups or confirmations, but then also take setups that will have the highest chance or probability of going in our favor. Of course, nothing's 100%, which is why risk reward is important. Proper lot size calculation, make sure we're risking what we're okay with risking is important, and all that good stuff. But we're just chilling right now. That thing's pushing up. Nothing we can do about that. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link and join the free signal for your Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week we went 72. Was pretty choppy. It wasn't tougher weeks, but we still ended the week up. We caught a total of 9,000. Oh, it's not even on the screen. I thought I put that on the screen. I did not put that on the screen. I don't got my other monitor up, so we're going to do this real quick. I saw a little bit behind the scenes. Now it's on our screen. It's like a 10-second delay. It should pop up now. What's going on, Monty? I see you in here. Well, it's more than a 10-second delay. All right, there we go. So now y'all see it on your screen. So last week we went 72, caught a total of 9,593 pips. Last month, let me know if y'all can hear me good. Let me know if y'all can hear me good, by the way. Last month we went 55 and 4, catching a total of 151,295 pips. Hit that first link. You want to check that out for yourself. So yeah, we're waiting for the next 15. EJ did a nice push to the upside, so we can continue to hold this level. We can look for a possible buy here. Obviously, the level we were looking at on GJ was a little bit lower, but we can kind of see a similar move here on EJ. Let's flip back to GJ. So with correlating pairs, which I go over a little bit more. I go over an advanced play signal room as well. Of course, I go over a little bit more in depth and detail in the course. But with correlating pairs, like I always stress, Yes, there are some similarities, which we can see here, but there's also differences, mainly on the bigger time frames. So GJ ended up hitting this level, which we was talking about before, those that was here at least like maybe 5-10 minutes ago. And you can see literally how I tapped this level and immediately started rejecting off of it, which is exactly why we have these levels marked off, and we trade off these levels, treat these levels based on if we're going to buy or sell. We treat this level as an exit or an entry. So again, we're waiting for price to either break and hold that level, or it's going to reject. And depending on how far the rejection goes, we're going to look for either entry here, which was the original idea, all right, or we're going to look for the next best entry above this level, okay? Those that was in advance with Signal or had the course, I dropped the Sunday chart watch list for y'all last night, and this was one of the setups we was going over. Ended up doing the move a few hours before London, and yeah, so now we're looking for some possible GJ buy setups. Now, as far as gold, went over this with the members as well. So gold's in a tight little spot right here. We are still semi-bullish, and we still have the strong support level we are above and respecting. So if we can continue to hold above the support level, we can possibly look for buys. Like I said, I wouldn't really say that the downtrend is back in play until we break the strong support level at around 1934, 1932. If we break below that level, and especially break past 1922, then I could say, the reversal of the downtrend is going back into play. Because again, on the left side of our screen, we have this level of traffic that we struggled at first to break, which we saw right here. Then we have this huge engulfing candle. All right, and if you don't know about candlesticks, make sure to check out my video on that. Let me see what you said here. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Okay, bet. Yeah, my mic was a little far. Probably a little closer. All right. Yeah, if it gets static again, let me know. But I tested it out, and it should be working fine. But if it gets static, let me know, and we'll try to fix it like we usually do. All right, but if you do not know how to read candlesticks, especially if you're trading on a live account, what I want y'all to do is either stop this live stream and watch this video, because you should not be trading if you do not know how to read the charts. Because again, we make money based on the charts, whether it goes up or down, and we enter a buy or sell, and it goes in our favor. So if you don't know how to read the charts, that's one of the main ways we make money. Obviously, there's a few other things that come into play, but the charts is one of the biggest components. Take the time to read the charts, learn how to read the charts, and learn the basics. Do not rush the process. I promise you, I've been there, done that. But when I went back from square one, took my time, and really understood everything, not only did my win rate and my success go up, but things just made it just a lot more sense. All right. Understanding what's going on, it's not going to just help you with your setups and your entries, but it's also going to help you with other parts of trading. Like people always talk about emotions. Don't be an emotional trader and all that stuff. The main reason why people be emotional is because they don't know what they're doing, which is okay because you don't know what you don't know. But that's why you should take the time to learn so you do know. Because just think about it. If you're in drawdown and you go on the chart and you don't know what you're looking at, but you just know you're down and negative on your play, I'd freak out too, especially if I over leveraged and I'm down more than I'm okay with. So yeah, make sure to check that video out, y'all. But yeah, so we're going to go back to these currency pairs. It's not really going to be messing with the gold and indices right now. Probably will look at it when London session starts back. We got about 3 minutes till London starts. Whoops. Refresh that. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, so a lot of these pairs end up doing the retest right before London, about an hour beforehand. They didn't really hit our levels, so they can eventually retest a little bit. But like always, we don't chase trades, so if it doesn't hit our levels, we're just going to wait for it to hit and break our next level. Just going to be sticking to our rules here. But I am still going to mark out this buy idea because it could retrace later on. We can't possibly jump in on this. But this is the ideal setup right here. If price retraces back down, hits this level here. It almost hit our level. It's not going to always be perfect, but what I have noticed, even when entering, like let's say I would have entered off this level here, it does eventually retrace back down, whether we enter the trade or later on or not. Like maybe we'll hit like TB1, TB2, but a lot of times it does eventually end up retracing back down to that level. I'm trying to think of a example from last week. So it happened last week. I'm trying to think of an example from last week. I mean, this is a few kind of good examples. So let's see right here. Let's say you want to miss the entry here, hit our next level here, broke through it, did a retest, struggled to continue to respect as resistance, rejected, came right back to the same original entry 2 other times before it did the full move we was looking for originally right here. Then when it broke this level, did a retest multiple different times, did a few wicks here, but then did one full retest off this 4-hour level, just like you see the wick right here. That thing dropped to the downside, right? And we can even look at this level right here. When the price broke below, did a retest, dropped, came back up, dropped, did another retest. So there's always multiple retests sometimes before the big move or the final move. So if you ever miss an entry, just patiently wait for a retest and keeps pumping. Don't just blindly enter because of FOMO and you don't want to miss out on a couple pips. Because again, risk reward is very important. If the move, because think about it. Right here, this is a pretty decent risk reward when it through, right? But let's say we would enter right here. Now that risk reward is barely a 1 to 1.5, right? So that's why, just patiently wait. Because again, if you're going to enter a trade to risk your money, you want to make it worth the setup. So if your FOMO kicks in, you enter a trade right here, okay, you could still make some money, right? But then what if price retraces back down here to the entry you was looking for and then proceeds to push back up? I know that's happened to y'all before. It's happened to me plenty of times, right? So not only did you rush to trade just for price to end up going where you knew it was going to go eventually, but then also you have a crappier risk reward. You have to, well, if you calculate your lot size, you had to adjust your lot size, so you could have risked or could have taken a bigger lot size because of your stop loss and risk reward and a whole lot of other stuff. We're not gonna get too in depth with that because that's a whole nother subject. But London session did just start. Looking back at GJ, it is still chilling right underneath this level. You see that 15-minute, after it hit that level, it came to a complete halt. You see how Liddy tapped the line and then rejected and closed right underneath it. Exactly why we trade off those levels. So now we're about to see how price reacts on this next 15. Again, we was waiting for price to either, click my thing. We're waiting for price to either retrace back down and then look for a buy because we missed the original entry, or if price can break this level, which is being treated as resistance and turns to support, then we can look for a buy off here, this level right here. But as of right now, we're not looking for an entry. We're waiting for our confirmations. So let's see what these other pairs are up to. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. We have not entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. We got literally, this is the last day of July, and then tomorrow we got the new month, second month of the quarter. So tomorrow or tonight, I'm going to be tallying up and doing a recap of last month. But it's been a great month and a great start to the quarter so far. All right, so let's go ahead and well. Let's go through these other pairs really quick. So right now we don't have any good setups. So let me just make sure we're not missing anything. Let's look at the indices and stuff as well. Just to make sure we're not missing anything before we go into that. All right, cool. We're just gonna keep it on GJ for right now. All right, cool. So we see the next 15, same thing. Larry tapped the level. We saw how this candle was originally green. Tapped the level, did the same exact thing as the last 15. Rejected, and it's retracing down, treating this level as a resistance. Which is exactly why we trade off these levels right here. What do I think about Euro New Zealand? We can check it out. We can check it out. So Euro New Zealand, so slightly different market structure on the daily than GN, but overall, if we just look at the market structure, let's zoom out a little bit. So we are still bullish, slightly. But same thing with GN, it's just been really struggling to make new highs and break and hold those highs. Like we can look at this resistance level right here. Nice little bull run here. Then when price hit this level, rejected, came back down to this level of traffic here, shot back up, almost came back to the same level, rejected. Then like a week ago, what was this, on the 24th? Yeah, so Monday last week, hit this resistance level, they rejected again, was on top of this support level. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. So my eyes are kind of used to seeing all these lines even when zoomed out. But just let me highlight this so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And let's get rid of this arrow right here. All right, so let's get rid of this actually. Give me 1 second now. There we go. All right, cool. So now you can see it's a lot clearer. So now we're on top of the support resistance level right here. So we can see right here how price was treating this level as resistance, right? Rejected. Then we see right here, price same thing, treating this level as resistance. Then we see price right here, treating the same level as resistance. Then we see price broke above this level. Again, this resistance level here, this is the highest high before, did all these retracements of choppiness. Struggled to hold this level here, and now we're on the support level where all last week has kind of just been super choppy here. So if we can continue to hold this level of support, we can look for buys. But if it breaks below and chooses that level as resistance, we do have a, that's not really an imbalance. Is it? Yeah, it is. We do have an imbalance right here. So if it breaks below like 77.45, we can look for possible short-term sales. But I am leaning still towards buy, especially if we can hold the support level right here. But this is just one of those pairs right now. I mean, the New Zealand pairs have always kind of been choppy. Like even like this bullish run, you can see like overall it's going up, but it's very choppy and rangy while doing it. But that's what I'm looking at on EM. But again, looking at EM and we're comparing it to GM, looks a lot cleaner looking, but still very choppy and rangy. Matter of fact, I haven't traded the AUD pairs, well, Australian New Zealand pairs. This one looks a lot different from the other pairs. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at on EJ. It is Monday though. There is some volume though. Like the JPY pairs did a nice move. So the New Zealand pairs, they just didn't move a little bit too early for us. Usually when I start looking for setups. But yeah, we see GA chilling right here, so it could do a possible retracement. So we're just chilling right now. A couple of minutes till the next 5 minutes starts. We're just waiting for price to hit our levels. so we can get a good entry. But as you can see, it did a little retracement, didn't hit our level, so we don't have an entry. So we're just waiting for price to either retrace or hit this level, or we're going to wait to enter at the next level. It's that simple, y'all. So we're just patiently waiting right now. What's going on, Fahad? I see you in here. All right, so now that we're chilling, we're still going to keep it on GJ, but let's go ahead and pull up the Telegram. All right, y'all just join the stream. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Go on a free signal free Telegram. Wasn't a lot of action last week, but I mean we're about to go over that in a little bit, anyways. Ain't too much we can do about that. So this is how we did last week. So last week we only took 9 trades. That's one of the lower volumes, but that's usually how many trades we take, around like 10 or 9 trades on average, like the first and last week of the month. I've been noticing that lately. But this is how we did last week. So last week we was 7-2, giving us a 78% win rate. Monday we caught 136 pips. Tuesday we caught 2,293 pips. Wednesday we caught 2,300 pips. Thursday we caught 4,844 pips, and then Friday we caught 20 pips. In the week with a total of 9,595 pips. And most of these plays was just an advanced play signal. The main reason for it is because, again, if you look at how many trades we took, we went 7-2. So if you just split that up in 5 days, we only took 1 or 2 trades a day. And how the signals work is the members are always going to get the first trade, and also trades taken during Tokyo session strictly for the members. So if y'all traded last week, y'all know that was super choppy. And if you missed the quick moves that was there, well, let me not say quick moves, but if you missed the setups that were there, you missed those setups, and 9 times into the other pairs were choppy. That's kind of how last week went. So that's just how it went last week. Still into the week positive. So if you click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the week. All wins and losses are posted. So you see right here, we hit TP1 on gold. We took TP4 on GA. Always going to post on each day the screenshots of what's going on in the advanced play signal room. So that's how Monday went. And then Tuesday, let me scroll down. So we're on Tuesday now. Yeah, Tuesday only took 1 trade as well, to the SPX trade with the members. And then we held that GA position. As you can see, it's the same position, SPX. So as far as Tuesday went, only took 1 position. Held the position from GA. As you can see, it went from TP4 getting hits, all TPs getting hit, caught 93 pips there. Then TP6 got hit with the SPX play. But all these plays I did go over, break down, and or enter on the live streams last week. So that's just one of the pros of joining the lives, tuning in. You can get my projection for the week and the day, as well as if we enter trades live, you get enter trades from the advanced play signal as well as the free channel. And then here's just some more results from the advanced play signal room from some of the students and members in there. Had a student make $1,200 in 1 day last week. Let's see. So yeah, I still had a great week last week, even though it was choppy and slow for the most part. Then took a loss on gold on Wednesday. Went 2-1 this day. SPX play. All TPs got hit, got 4,800 pips. Took that loss on gold. Then took a GM buy with the members. Took this live as well. TP5 got hit, got 44 pips. Went 2-1 that day. And then on Friday, I forgot to post this. I was doing stuff after trading there, so I kind of forgot to post on Friday. But Friday, we took a GJ sell. Took it on the live stream as well. TP3 or 4 got hit, and we got 20 pips. And that's how last week went. As far as the month, we're going to tally that up later on tonight, so you probably will see the recap of that either tomorrow or sometime this week. But then this is how we did the 3rd week of July. We went 12-0, 100% win rate, caught 39,736 pips. You click right here on the 23rd, same thing. It's going to take you to the beginning of that week. All wins and losses are posted. So make sure to explore and check that out. As far as the 2nd week, we went 13-2, giving us an 87% win rate, catching a total of 57,867 pips. And then the 1st week of July, we went 6-1. So again, like I said, the 1st week and the last week, usually the choppier weeks because you have a lot of those news events, reports coming out.
So we went 61 the first week of July, about 86% win rate, 5,257 pips. So very similar to last week. So this is how we did so far this month, a quarter of July. How we did last month, you see on your screen. And if I just do a little bit of scrolling, we should be able to pull that up. But before we do that, let's move this over to the left. So we see GJ, whoops. So we see GJ is still chilling and stuck at this level right here. So before we break down and go over last month in the Telegram, let's just go through these pairs really quick and see what's going on. But as you can see, we're not missing anything. Price is still kind of chilling and ranging in the same spot. So we're just patiently waiting for our confirmations and setups. That's all we're doing. Gold hasn't hit our level we're looking for. Let's unroll this. Gold still hasn't hit our level. It's whipped it almost. But I want to see it touch it like it did here and then shoot to the upside. If it doesn't touch that level, I have no issue with that. I'm just going to wait for the next possible entry point. But we're just chilling right now. See if these pairs are up to really quick. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. So we're going to put this back on GJ. Oop, give me 1 second, y'all. My phone about to die. I wouldn't help on y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, man. I got my charger really quick. So we got literally 20 seconds to the next 15. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. The next 15, I kind of want to see it either break this level or reject, especially because it kind of just been chilling here stuck for literally about to be 30 to 20 minutes now. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. What's going on, Garth? It's been a minute since live. Been on here. Hope everyone's good. What's going on, Garth? I'm doing good. How about you? Appreciate you tuning back in. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. This was a trade idea that I went over with the members last night. Ended up doing the move literally like 15 minutes, 20 minutes before London session. So we're either waiting for price to break our next level and look for entry there, or we're waiting for retracement. Looks like right now price might do the former, but if we zoom in, we can see that price is still struggling to break past this golden line here. It's just crazy how we just put our line on the screen and price is just literally, you just see how price is respecting and reacting to these levels. Even these levels right here. Literally see how price time after time after time again reacts off these levels. Literally taps them and then runs the other direction, which is why we traded exactly off these levels. But let's actually get rid of this so we don't throw each other off. Let me see here. It looks like still trying to push. Yeah, GJ was definitely playing games with us the past couple weeks, for sure. But it looks like it's about to go back into its normal self, its normal routine. And we're going to be able to catch some pips. All right, cool. All right, man. Mark that level off. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. New 15 just started. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. Nothing's retracing for us. Nothing we can do about that. Cool. Check out gold really quick. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. If y'all are curious on how I do mark up these levels or why I even trade off these levels, I do have a few videos on my YouTube channel breaking them down into further depth. So let me go ahead and drop one of those links. Give me 1 second. Let me find that video. What's going on, y'all? I see y'all hopping in here. Those just joined the stream. This was a trade idea. Was not able to jump in it, but at least I know my analysis was correct. So right now we're waiting for either retracement or we're waiting for price to break this level so we can look for another entry. Where is that video? Here it is. I'm all good. My off day today, so I'm able to be on the charts. Thought I'd check in with the stream. Any thoughts on Euro JPY? Yeah, we're gonna look at that. Pretty similar analysis to GJ, but we can pull that up and go more in depth with that. And that's what I like to see, Gar. I like to see people take advantage of their off days. All right, I get it. Everybody's got different, conditions going on, but you definitely got to take advantage of the time you are off from, working your job, watching your children, chores, whatever you got to do. Take advantage of that free time, especially if you got some goals you're trying to accomplish. So you say you want to look at EJ. I got you, Gar. Let's go ahead and pull that up really quick. So EJ, same thing. I had a similar buy idea here. Obviously, missed the entry because you see we're on the 315 candle. This was the 3 o'clock candle. This was the 245 candle EST. This was the 230 candle. And we usually don't enter trades an hour before London. And I was also asleep. I just woke up right before the stream. So missed the initial entry here. Same thing with GJ. Now let's go ahead and go on the daily time frame. So looking at the daily time frame, let's go ahead and zoom out. So we zoom out, we can see that we are clearly bullish. We've been bullish for a very long time. We've been bullish since March of this year. And as you can see here, last week price, if it would have held this level, we could have saw a reversal come into play if price would have held this level. But you can see when it hit the support level, it rejected and shot all the way back up. So now we're back in the bullish momentum. So we're going to be looking for buys. So where price is currently at, I'd personally wait to see if price can break and hold above 156.90. If it can break and hold above 156.90, then you can look for a buy there. Or I'd wait for it to hit that level and then possibly trace back down to around 156.10. 156, between 156.10 to 156 like 25-ish. You can look for a possible buy there. So yeah, price is currently at 156.47. So yeah, it's a little bit 20 pips a little too high for an entry. But that's what I'm looking at EJ. But you also see this with a date. It's already right at this daily level. And I keep saying I'm starting trading on Sundays, and I completely keep forgetting that, I just have like a routine and habit, but I'm gonna set an alarm and put it in my schedule because this would have been a nice move to catch here. Because this is where the day started. It started around this daily time frame and shot all the way up. So this would have been a nice move to catch at the opening of Sunday. But that's what I'm looking at on EJ. But as far as right now, 90 good entries, waiting for retracements. What did I just do? Waiting for retracements or for price to break the next level. And as you can see, this is the third candlestick price is stuck, struggling to break this level. You see price time after time tapping this level, which is exactly why we trade based off these levels. So make sure to check that video I just dropped in the chat. All right, that's going over not just back testing, but how to read candlesticks so you can understand what's going on and also catch similar moves or find similar levels like this. So make sure to check that video out. Yeah, you already know I got you, Gar. All right, this is your first time clicking the channel. Welcome. I do appreciate you giving the channel a chance. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and that sub. All right, go ahead and hit that sub button, subscribe, because we don't just live trade and live stream. I'm stressing the live streaming part as well, because obviously we're not going to be trading unless there's setups. So we live stream and live trade every day, but we also post weekly content on the same channel. So from trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading psychology videos, I got videos on prop firm accounts. I got videos on how to pass them. I got videos on how to grow your accounts. Literally got videos on how to double your account in 2 weeks. I might drop that link actually, but I got countless videos. I don't have a video for it yet. I simply haven't made it. I got a video on how to count pips, risk to reward, how to identify the trend and reversals, supply and demand, all types of stuff. So make sure to check those videos out. And like always, they're shorter than your favorite TV show episode. So make sure to check those videos out, y'all. Definitely gonna help you out. But as of now, we're just chilling and patiently waiting. Just patiently waiting. It's Monday. There was some quick moves, but right now we're waiting for volume to kind of pick back up. As you kind of see, prices just kind of chilling right here. So we're just patiently waiting right now. My bad, y'all, to get some water. So while we're at it, let's take a look right here. So this is the level that we're struggling to break right now. Let's just do some live back testing. So obviously right here, before price did the retracements, who was obviously catching all these buys up. And at one point, this was the highest high. Let me zoom in really quick so y'all can see. So off rip, we can see how prices trade as low as a resistance even here. This was in June. I probably can't really tell on the daily. So let's do this. We're gonna do this really quick. Actually, that's a little too far. And y'all don't know what I'm using. I'm using bar replay. So all these tools I use on TradingView, check out my video on YouTube. It's titled like the 5 tools to use on TradingView, or it's literally my only video that got the word TradingView in it. But I think it's called like the 5 tools to use on TradingView. I break down all these tools here. I also break down bar replay and a few other things. But if you have the paid, TradingView, I definitely recommend taking advantage of bar replay. TradingView monthly, it changes, but I think it's like either $15 or $20 a month, which isn't too bad. And they also have like a yearly deal. But you honestly don't need to pay, but there are obviously some perks and pros and cons of having it. But honestly, this is only one of the few things I do use the paid for. And I just bought it again. Like I was chilling without it for like the past couple of months on the free. But I do like the bar replay option. And then also they have like alert option. So with these lines right here, you can set alerts. So like when price hits these levels, well, I'm in replay now, but when price hits these levels, it'll literally like beep. It'll send out like a beeping noise to let you know that price hit these levels. That way you can open up your chart, or open your computer to that chart or that pair, and then look for that entry or that setup you was looking for. So now we're about to go on. Before we do that, let me just zoom out really quick. You see something before we. Okay, so we even see right here, there's a strong resistance level. This is all the way in 2015. All right, we're in 2023, and we see all the way even in 2015, price traded the same level that Bolden as a support level. They're also support level. I'm trying to find it being treated as a resistance, but it's mainly being treated as a support. Same level being reacted and treated the same. This was all the way in 2002. So, again, this is just another reason, an example of why I have no issue patiently waiting for my confirmations, because there's literally decades worth of receipts showing that price consistently respects these levels. So now we're about to go back in real time. Price is still stuck at this level, chilling. Got about a minute and a half until the next 15 starts. We're going to go from there, but we're still patiently waiting. Still looking at these setups, still leaning towards buys. Again, right now we're just waiting for our ideal entry. We're still looking for buys, but it's important where you enter. You don't just because we're bullish in an uptrend, just randomly enter a buy, or if we're in a downtrend, randomly enter a sell. Your entry is very important because you got to account for spread. And like we talked about like 15 minutes ago, risk reward. But yeah, these moves started a little bit earlier than London session. It does happen. Nothing we can do about that though, because if we missed the setup, we missed the setup. It's different if we was on live or something like that. But we missed the setup, we missed the setup. Nothing we can do about that. Stressing about it is not going to do anything for you. So all you simply do is just either wait for the retracement or wait for the next entry point. And while you're doing that, go and look for other setups with other pairs. But again, it is Monday, so just waiting for volume to kind of pick up, especially for like the indices and stuff. We see some moves now, but the next hour or two is when volume is going to really start picking up. And then, of course, pre-market. Don't really have any news today, though. That's also another thing. So we're just really waiting for volume. So the next couple hours to pre-market New York, I think that's when volume is going to start to kick in. We do have some orange folder news at 5 a.m., but that's pretty much it for the day. Then when market reopens, a couple hours before London, we have some Australian news at 12:30. Got RBA rate statement and cash rate. We have a CHF bank holiday. And then looking at Tuesday, nothing going on during London session. Then at 10 a.m., we got ISM, manufacturer PMI, and Joel's job openings for the USD pairs. And then when market reopens 45 minutes after the fact, we got some New Zealand news. Then looking at Wednesday, we got the ADP, the day everybody loves, almost as much as FOMC. And then that's pretty much it that day, 8:15. Then Thursday, we got CPI for the CHF at 2:30. That's pretty much going down. That's the only thing going down during London session on Thursday. Then at 7 a.m., we got a bunch of GBP news. 7:30, we got GBP news. 8:30 hour later, we got USD news. Then at 10 a.m., we got ISM for the USD pairs. And then nothing going on during Tokyo session. I mean, we got orange folder for Australia, but that's pretty much it. It's crazy, y'all. So I'm at AZ right now, and I've seen more rain in a shorter span out here than I seen when I was in Cali for like 2 years, which is crazy to me. But that's a side note. But then looking at Friday, same thing, nothing going down during London session. And then at 8:30, we got Canadian news, and then we also got USD news. And one of those USD news events is the non-farm unemployment, average hourly earnings, unemployment rate. And like I always go over at the beginning of the first week of last week of every month, we're going to go over that in a second as well, what we always go over. But I just want to make sure we're not missing any setups first. So we see NASDAQ SPX pumping a little bit, which is cool. But it's still got some levels to break. But we are just going to keep that in mind that they are starting to move a little bit. We'll just join the stream. We have not entered anything yet. Just going over trade ideas, did a little bit of back testing, going over the game plan, the news for the week, all that good stuff. but we have not entered anything yet. We're still gonna keep this on GJ though. All right, cool. Let me catch up to these comments. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like it's about to try to eventually break this level. New 15-digit start. So we're about to go through all the pairs again, just to make sure we're not missing any setups. What's going on, Bucks World? I see you in here. All right, so I gave this announcement to the members over the weekend. All right, more information to come, but there's going to be a lot more content dropping starting this week. All right, we're going to be having, I don't know if y'all know about the YouTube membership or members only stuff they got going down, but we're going to be having exclusive lives. We're going to be having exclusive trade breakdowns. And the exclusive lives are going to be extended London session lives. And then they're going to be, let me pull out my list because I was planning this out. Let me pull out my notes so I'm not just saying stuff. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Yeah, so we're going to be doing member-only streams on YouTube. The streams will include longer London session live. So we usually will be in the lives here. Instead of ending the live here, well, it is going to end, but we're going to continue on, which is going to be members only stream, right? So we're going to be doing that. And then in those lives, of course, we're still going to be looking for setups and for in trades. We're still going to be monitoring those trades. But during the extended lives, we're going to be doing exclusive trade breakdowns. We're going to be doing some back testing. Of course, we're going to be still looking for setups. And of course, y'all still, in the chat interacting, asking questions. We're still going to answer questions and all that stuff. And of course, the members, they are going to be just like these lives on YouTube recorded. So y'all can watch them just in case you do miss any of them. And then some of the lives are also, there's going to be exclusive lives outside of London session. Now, will it be during New York or Tokyo? I'm still figuring that out. Like I said, more information to come, but this is going to be starting soon. I just have to test out a few things, and then we're going to go from there. But there will be lives outside of London session. Now, will it be during New York or Tokyo? I'm not exactly sure yet. I might switch and alternate. I might do them during, I don't know. I have to figure that out. I still have to figure that out, play around with it. And then let's see what else. So like I said, members in advanced play signal room. Like I said, I got to figure out how the stuff works, but I do want to give y'all access to some of the stuff. But people that do have the course, this kind of goes hand in hand with what the course entails. So y'all have access to this, no charge. All right. So like I said, more information to come for that stuff. But if you're not really sure how the YouTube membership stuff works, it's basically like exclusive posts, exclusive stream, and all that is strictly for the membership. Now, it's going to be a monthly thing. It's not going to be as much. It's going to be a lot less than the Advanced Play Signal Room. So I don't think it's going to be, the same price as the Advanced Play Signal Room because it's not going to be the same thing as the Advanced Play Signal Room. So y'all interested in that, y'all can feel free to DM me, ask me any questions. But like I said, I'm going to be testing that out this week, maybe next week as well. But that is going to be rolling out this month, so be on the lookout for that. Speaking of Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all's screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok is playmaker_way. I post daily on both pages. I just posted some content last night on there, so make sure to check that out. And then if y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can also DM me on Instagram. You don't have to be a student, don't have to be a member. I respond to all DMs and messages. So So feel free to DM me. You can also DM me on Telegram. So how would you DM me on Telegram? So all you have to do is after you hit that first link and join the free signal room, you click right here where it says Playbook Free Plays. And then not only will it show you where the YouTube link is, my Instagram, but if you click right here, then you can message me on Telegram as well. Now we're chilling right now. So this is how we did last month. You see that on your screen. We were 55-4 last month. This was June, the month of June. Gave us a 93% win rate. Caught a total of 151,295 pips. 136,267 of those pips were strictly caught with the members in the advanced play signal room. And you'll see this if you go to July 2nd. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the month where you see how we started it off. Like I said, all wins and losses are posted here. First day of the month went 2-0. Second day went 2-1. That don't look right. Oh, okay, because June started in the middle of the week. I was like, why does it say we're 9-1 for the week? But June started in the middle of the week. So day 2 of June, we caught 2,850 pips. Ended that week, 3,370 pips. How we did May, went 46-5, 90% win rate. So yeah, explore the channel. You can see all this stuff. Also, if you click this pin message here, it will literally take you to a year ago. And you can see literally how we've been consistently averaging high 80, high 90% win rates weekly, monthly, and quarterly for literally a year. You see this is 2022. You can see literally just, man, I'm telling you, summer this year is not like summer last year. It's still not terrible, but what I'm telling y'all, last year during the summertime, the markets were going crazy. Like those that was trading last year, you already know. But the markets were going stupid around this time last year. They were going pretty good this summer as well. I'm not going to act like we didn't catch some crazy moves this summer, but last summer, oh my goodness, the markets were crazy last summer. But that's besides the point. Go ahead and hit that first link and check all that stuff out, y'all. Now, this GM pair, if you just joined the stream, you're probably wondering, did we enter this trade? No, this was a trade idea, but it didn't hit my level I was looking for. I barely missed it. Also, I probably would have entered it off this level, but this happened right before I opened up my computer, and it happened like 30 minutes before the London session. So this was just a setup that we missed. But I went over this play with the members of the Advanced Play Signal Room. And that's why I had this marked off here, because I was considering looking for a buy setup here. As y'all know, I always have my positions marked off. Even when I'm on the trade, not on the trade, I always have my trade ideas marked off. That way when I hop on the chart, I know what I'm looking at. And most importantly, what the heck? Oh, I'm on a different source. I was like, why is that gap like that? Okay, so price finally broke this level. So since price broke this level, this is what we're going to do. We're going to wait for the next 15, which is going to pop up in 5 minutes. And we're going to see if price is going to respect this level and treat it as support and push up, or if it's going to reject and drop back to the downside. If it can respect and continue to hold this level, we can possibly look for a buy setup here. That's the game plan for GJ right here. That's the game plan for GJ. That's a decent stop loss. Could put it a little bit lower, but that's a decent stop loss. What's going on, Monty? I see you in here. Yeah, these would have been some nice moves to jump in on, but is what it is. We're about to see what can jump in soon. Man, that lightning going crazy. I wish I could have recorded that. Y'all go on my Instagram story. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like the balcony. Like I was out there earlier, and that light, like I literally saw, like I've seen lightning before, but like in the sky over here, like literally saw the entire lightning bolt, like on some Zeus stuff. Like it was crazy. I ain't never seen a lightning bolt that big before. But that's besides the point. The reason why I brought that up is because I have my the window open. I can just see the thunder, the lightning flash. Well, not the thunder. You can't see thunder. I see the lightning flashing at the corner of my eye. Let's see what these setups looking like. All right, so we didn't really go into detail with NAS. I went over this with the members, but we're going to go over it. Even though I kind of postponed going over it because I already knew we weren't going to have any setups this live, but we're going to go over it that way. Y'all know basically what I'm looking at for the day. So looking at the NASDAQ, we are clearly still bullish, right? Let's go on a naked chart first. That'll probably make things simpler. So let's go on a naked chart first. So let's do this one. All right, cool. So going on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that we are bullish. We've been bullish for a very long time, basically since the beginning of this year. So like I always tell the members and students, if everything's showing us buys, I'm only going for buys. If we're in a downtrend, everything's showing us sells, I'm only looking for sells. And it's pretty simple and it's self-explanatory. But if y'all curious why that's the case, I break it down in literally every one of my trade breakdowns on YouTube. So just click my most recent video, and I'm pretty sure I explained it in that as well. So now that we understand we're bullish, we're going to be looking for buys. Now I'm going to put these levels back on the screen so we can break down some price points and get a little bit more technical. So bam. So last week this is what I was looking at. We pretty much went over this last week on the lives as well. Basically, what I was saying was as long as we can respect this level, we're still bullish. We're still going to be looking for buys. Price did this nice retracement, respect this level, try to make a higher high here, failed to break that level, did a retest. Then on Friday, finally exploded to the upside. So now we're going to look for buys. Now our game plan is to take out the highs to the left and make a higher high this week. If not today, tomorrow. So that's what we're looking at. So as far as buys go, we can look for buys if price can break above 15,780, or if price retraces, which it could possibly do. We could look for possible buys between 15,615 to 15,580, 575, which we could look for possible buys there. And then we have a strong resistance level at 15,900. But I am leaning still towards buys, right? Same thing with US30, same thing with SPX. I'm not even on the right US30 source. There we go. Same thing with US30, nice and bullish as you can see here. Huge explosion to the upside, slightly different looking from the NASDAQ and SPX, but overall, same game plan, just different levels. Let me refresh my screen really quick. Give me a second, y'all. I kind of saw that coming too. Whenever, like, doesn't matter where I'm at. It used to be real bad when I was in Georgia, but when it rains, that signal does not play around. So let me know if y'all can still hear me good. All right, so US30, same thing. We're still bullish looking for buys. We got a nice resistance level at around 35,500. So we can break and hold above 35,500. We can look for buys. There was a nice little setup here. There was a nice little setup here at around 35.80. Missed that entry, so we're going to wait and see if we can break this resistance level here. If we can break that resistance level, we're going to look for a new higher high to be made. And like with the indices, with NAS and SPX, we're targeting these highs to the left on the daily time frame. So we're targeting 3650 and 36,900. Now, will that hit that this week? Maybe not. Maybe at the end of the month, in the quarter, the latest. But that's what we're targeting ultimately on the indices. Now, new 15 just started, so let's take a look at gold again. Gold is still kind of ranging. It looks like it's about to try to retest that level we're looking for. We're waiting to see if it's going to retest this daily level. Then we'll go from there. But it's not. So now we're about to go to GJ and see what GJ's up to. So yeah, GJ is now retesting this level here. So now we're about to see if it's going to treat this level as a support, or it's going to reject to the downside and come back down to here where we can look for a possible buy setup. But if it respects the level of support, We're going to look for a buy setup here as well. So that's basically what we're looking for right there. GN still got a little bit of work to do for us. Same thing with EN. Same thing with GA, if I'm not mistaken. We might jump into some things soon. Yeah, so we're still going to keep it on GJ. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, J-Rod. That's funny you said that. No, I didn't move. That's funny you said. I didn't move here from Cali, but I did used to live in Cali. And one thing I thought when I was out here, but before I came out here, was I was thinking it was going to be kind of similar to Cali. Now, maybe the part that I'm at isn't, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm like in the desert part. But I thought it was gonna be like Cali, because in Cali, there's the ocean and mountain breeze. Now there's a breeze out here, but it don't cool you down. You know what I mean? It's like a blow dryer. You feel me? So it's just warm air. It's just disrespectful. But I still like it. It's pretty chill out here though. Like the heat's not that bad. I say that like it's not 100 degrees, but it's honestly not that bad. Like it's not that bad. It's pretty chill out here. And it's not that expensive. Like it's the west side of the country, so obviously it's more expensive than the south. But like comparing the two, it's not as expensive as Cali for sure. I mean, the gas is the same, but that's really kind of it. I'm just glad they don't charge me for grocery bags out here. That's the main thing that makes me happy, because they were tripping in Cali with that. I remember the first time I moved out there, I thought the dude was trying to play me. I was at the gas station. I bought like 5 different things, and he just slid it across the table. And I just looked at him. I was like, "Can I get a bag? Like the fuck? Think I'm forearms or something?" And then he was like, "Oh, that's gonna be 10 cents." I looked at him. I said, 10 cents for a bag? The dude behind me had a dude behind me was like, "He must not be from here." I was like, "No, listen." He was like, "No, that's just how it is out here. Literally everywhere they charge for bags." I was like, "That's crazy." Cali cool too though. Cali cool too though. It's more of like I don't know. Like, if you're born and raised there, it's different. But like, I wouldn't recommend moving there unless it's like for business, or you definitely have that planned out, because it's expensive out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's expensive. Definitely nice out there though. I have only been on the LA Santa Monica Malibu side. I heard next time I go out there, I'm going to be on the San Diego San Fran side. I heard that side's a lot better. But I can't. I don't know that. I haven't been there. I haven't been on that side. But next time I go out there, we'll be on that side, and we want to see. All right, new 5 minutes just started. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. So those are just doing the stream. We basically went over the game plan for the day. We did some back testing. We went over last week and last month. We went over June as well. And yeah, we're just chilling right now. We might be looking for a possible GJ setup in a little bit. Nah, facts. Nah, facts. That's the truth. More water. I stay hydrated. I stay drinking smoothies too. That's a fact. Oh, Sprouts does now? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me know not to go to Sprouts then. Same in the UK. Oh, okay, okay. Is it everywhere in the UK? Or is that like the thing out there? Cause I know I'm not so sure about reusable bags, But I know out there, well, not the, I can't really say the UK. I was about to compare it to Germany, but Germany and the UK might be slightly different. So let me not compare Germany to the UK. Um, I know Germany, they don't play about none of that littering stuff, at least the side I was on. Like in the States, like you know how you got an amusement park or something, they'll have like the three trash system where they'll have garbage, papers, plastics. Well, I said three, that's like four: garbage, paper, plastic, and then metals. They got that everywhere. They got that everywhere out there, which I mess with. That's definitely nice. Those just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description on the free seminar, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link, and you'll be able to check that out for yourselves. So we do have some high impact news going on later on this week. But besides that, it should be a normal-ish week, but we'll see how today goes. We just have to wait for the volume to pick up going into pre-New York. But this next hour, things might kick off a little bit as well because the 4 o'clock hour, especially with the GBP pairs and sometimes the Euro pairs, we do see things start to pop off and pump. So we're just going to be waiting right there. So again, we're waiting for price to either retrace back down to here or to break this resistance level. Why are we waiting for that? Because again, when price hit these levels, let me just highlight a couple of these really quick. Let me see. Bam. All right, bam. So we're going to highlight these three right here. So we see how price constantly treats these levels as support resistance time after time after time again. And those that was here maybe like 20 minutes ago, we literally did a back test on GJ where we saw price respect the same levels that it's currently on in real time since 2000 and either said 2002 or 2005. So over a decade, right? So we can even see right here, this is just a week or a month's worth. Like this was July 24th last week, and we can clearly see price over and over and over again treating this level as a as a support and resistance level. Also, pro trading view versus the app. This undo button be coming in clutch. They don't got this on the app, at least not on my phone. I'd be looking for this on the app when I'd be making mistakes sometimes. This undo button be coming in clutch. But that's a side note. But we literally see time after time after time after time again, month after month, price continuously respect these levels as support resistance, support resistance. So if we see price continuously do that, and then we trade based off the trend. So we trade based off the trend. We go with the direction of price is going overall, and then we trade out these key price levels. Then we have a good risk reward and a high win rate. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're able to do what we do. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Let's see what GJ's up to. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Yes, we didn't enter any trades, but y'all was listening. There was a lot of stuff we went over, a lot of good a lot of good information in this live. But yeah, we're still gonna be on the charts though. We're still gonna be looking for setups, but we're gonna be ending the stream in a little bit. Let me catch up to these comments really quick. What's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. They've been charged with bags here for a year. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Do y'all be using the reusable bags out there heavy? Because I know that's like the thing in Cali. Like you do not go anywhere without one, or you're going to be, paying maybe $5 to $10 in bags alone, depending on how much of grocery shopping you're doing. So yeah, so those that was here at the beginning of the live, we literally witnessed something amazing here. Well, let me not say amazing. It kind of is, but we literally saw in real time what I be talking about all the time in the trade breakdowns, what I talk about in the advanced play sooner, and all types of stuff. We literally saw how price treat this level from resistance to now being treated as support. So if we continue to respect this level, we can look for possible buys on GJ to around 183.65, 183.70. So that's gonna be the next target for GJ, y'all. Again, if y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_way. Make sure to explore that page and hit a follow as well. Also, check out my TikTok. Some stuff I can't post on Instagram, so I post on TikTok, or vice versa. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post on Instagram. And the longer form content is also on TikTok. Obviously, it's not going to be as long as a YouTube video, but make sure to check out both pages, y'all. We're also almost at 1,000 followers on YouTube and on TikTok. Once we hit 1,000 followers on YouTube, that's when we're going to do our second giveaway. We did our first giveaway at 500 subs a couple months ago. We gave away some courses, free access to the Advanced Play Signal Room, free 101 sessions, all types of stuff. And we did all that live, by the way. I forgot the day, but we did it live. And if you're scrolling my channel, you're going to see a live that said like giveaway stream or something like that. But we did the raffle live, we pulled the names live, all that stuff. So make sure to check that out. And then, of course, once we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, we're going to be going live on there as well. So help your boy out to hit that, because in this country, we need 1,000 followers. But we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. Members, you already know, in a couple hours, I'm going to be dropping the New York price watch list for y'all. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. It's Monday. Let's start the week and end the month. It's the last day of the month on a great note. It's been a great month so far. Well, the month's about to end, so it's been a great month. It's been a great quarter so far. And I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next stream. Let me catch up to these comments. The one-on-ones are actually even with the VIP, correct? Yeah, so for the one-on-one session comes with, that's a good question. I'm glad I saw that before I ended the live. So the one-on-one session comes with the Advanced Play Signal Room. So the Advanced Play Signal Room is included in the price. So the one-on-one session, it's like, I don't like using this, but people always, it's kind of been oversaturated, but it's a learn and earn. So you're learning about earning. I'm teaching you how to fish. I'm grabbing you by the shoulder. I'm walking you to the lake, the ocean, or the river, wherever you like to fish. I'm grabbing my fishing line. I'm catching, a nice trout, bass, catfish, whatever y'all like to catch. I'm not only catching the fish, showing you how to catch the fish, then I'm handing you my fish and then teaching you how to catch your own fish. And what I mean by that is you're learning how to trade, how to read the charts, but then also you have access to the signals, so you're making money and catching moves. And then, of course, we're breaking down and explaining how we caught those moves and caught those pips. All right. So if you're already in the Advanced Play Signal Room, I'm not going to have you pay for the Advanced Play Signal Room again on top of the one-on-one sessions. So if you're already a member and you're interested in one-on-one sessions, DM me so I can give you a custom link, so you're only paying for the one-on-one sessions instead of both. Now, if you're not a member, just click the link wherever the links are at. I got links all over the place, and that's going to be the price. That's going to be included in the Advanced Play Signal Room and the one-on-one session. The one-on-one session comes with the Advanced Play Signal Room as well as the one-on-one session. The one-on-one sessions, you get 2 sessions a week with me based on your schedule, based on your time, and they're recorded and sent to you same day, and each session is an hour long. All right. So I'm glad I saw that before I ended the live. So yeah, Shane. So if you're a member, do not buy the one-on-one session off that link. DM me so I can give you the discounted price. That way you're not paying double for the Advanced Play Signal Room. No, so not like what we do on here. I mean, if you ask me a question on here, I'm gonna answer it. But some stuff I can't go super in depth with because it wouldn't be fair for the people that are either in the course or do one-on-one sessions, or even some stuff that's like exclusive Advanced Play Signal Room. I kind of will hold about my tongue on. So with the one-on-one sessions, it's literally that. So it's me and you. We're on Zoom. I got my charts up, and we start from wherever we need to start from, whether you're a beginner trader or you're experienced. First thing I always start off with is to figure out what your game plan is. What is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish with trading? Because everybody got different plans. Some people just want a side income. Some people want to do this full time. Some people just want to make a couple hundred a week, a couple thousand extra. So first, we figure out what your plan is, because we can't really go forward without figuring out your plan. Of course, I can still teach you the strategy, but having a plan and mission is super important when trading. Because if you're just trading, you're just doing stuff, right? And you're kind of just going in any direction. But it's more in depth. So it's based around you. We're answering your questions. We're going super in depth on the charts. Make sure you understand how to trade, but also know how to read the charts and take your own trades. Like I said, the floor is yours. Obviously, I'm gonna be, breaking stuff down, but the stuff's based around you and what you need help with and what you're trying to accomplish. And like I said, all those sessions are recorded and sent to you. They're yours to keep for life. You can do whatever you want with those sessions. I mean, obviously recommend keeping them, but you know what I mean. Yeah, good question. I'm glad I saw that before I hopped off. All right, cool. All right, but yeah, you're a member, so there's a little delay. So I'm about to hop off of this. So sometimes when I end the stream, some of y'all's comments still be coming in, but you're gonna know if you want to hop off. So you can just DM me if you have any other questions about that. But that was a good question, though. Yeah, but we're going back at the same time tomorrow, London session, 3 m EST. Yeah, so looking at GJ is doing exactly what we're talking about. So it's retesting this level. It can still eventually try to push and break back to the upside. But we're just going to wait and see how this 15 goes. So it's either going to continue to try to push to the upside, or it is going to retrace back down where we can possibly look for entry if it can break past 182.40, 182.35. If it holds above that level, then we're just going to wait to see if it can break and push back up here. All right.